come I don't hear a beep?
The Out There channel.
Please sub and share.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Yo. Now that's been interesting. Booted up today. Find that Microsoft Edge had crapped all over itself. That I use for the side chat. So I don't know if anything else is going to drop out. But it had me re-sign in. It cleared all the cookies and said it imported bookmarks across, even though I didn't ask it to. Typical Microsoft. Big bullies. So yeah, so I'm a wee bit late. We'll see how it goes. Not sure if anyone's out there yet that can check the volume for us. Better post up the side thing. Last time, Gabba, come on, the spear of the moment, and I forgot to do it. Then I remembered to do it, and then I forgot again. So, just doing Sunday UFO catch-up, but it's my Monday, but your Sunday. Normally I do it my Sunday, which is your Saturday, but yeah. Seem to be more people coming on from the UK than there is USA. Funny that. Most of my alt media stuff is now UK based, I guess, but yeah, so it should be like afternoon, evening for Americans, and early morning for, well, lunchtime UK as well. Well, not lunchtime, let's see, evening for UK, I mean, to early morning. lunchtime for America. The joy of time zones. Anyone out there? So I put up my pinned comment this time. Looks like that's working. So we should better do some UFO stuff first this time, and then I'll pad it out for my paranormal stuff, which I still haven't had time. Constantly fixing phones and trying to root them, which is super user them, rather than destroy them. which everybody thinks what root means. Hang on. Up there. Haven't seen Blue Chicken lately. Has he given up on ufology? Mike King. He says he's normally around about this time, so I don't know. Jasper. Where are they? I don't know. I do post it around, guys. Telegram, Twitter, and Discord. Yeah, we'll just see if anyone pops around. So, yeah, I was just having a look at UFOstalker. Looks like some things have started to work, but old images are all sort of locked away still. So yeah, I thought I'd just close it down and start afresh, since somehow I think all the old missing photographs will never ever get fixed, because there's no sort of audit system obviously done on their checking off their codes. But you can see here, there's not many photographs, a lot of sightings, but no one's taking photographs considering how many phones there are. So I was just going through here thinking, oh, we'll just see if any of the new cases have photographs added, because there's no excuse for processing. And below me there's a video here. So if we can see, we've lost the map on the side here. I'm not too sure why. So, could be to do with Element getting rid of ads. They're trying to force ads onto you, right? To pay for it. Have we got ad blocker on here? What's that one? Cookie editor. Oh, there's the map there, so it's to do with screen size. Doesn't like it going below a certain size, folks. So it's not to do with ad blocker. There you go. Just that wee bit extra. I don't know. Looks like the same size to me here. Oh, that's looking a bit better now. Unfortunately, we got no way in just showing up the photographs. There's no filters on that page there. Just to show this. So we've got to go through pages and pages of crap just to find photographs. I can't see any filters. Search. What's that thing there? What's that say there? So on off switch. I don't know if I should press it. Count off. Is that the same as delete? Let's see if the video plays, I guess. So it's a TR3B, that one. California. Surprise, surprise. Yeah. Where the Navy were doing UFO exercises, right? There's a lot of Air Force bases up that way, isn't there? San Fran. A lot of airports there too. Okay, minimize that. We're still getting more subs. The last show didn't go down too well for one person on BitChute, but also So they unsubbed. They didn't like Gabba's UFO stories, family stories of abductions stemming from Finland to migrating to Australia, and then people the experiences started happening there. Subs pretty much stable there. YouTube keeps going up and down all the time. God knows what YouTube's up to. Okay, we got some video playing. Look. I think we can even hear it, can't we? Let me just check the volume levels. I might have to pull it up a bit. Oh, I didn't hear anything else. Oh, there we go. Is he going to talk? No, he's not. Can't see anything on that. Filmed the wrong way again. A dot in the sky on a smartphone. Yay! Just what we wanted. So yeah, we could come back to doing some MUFON stuff, I guess. So it finished already. 26 seconds. See anything on that? Great upload, right? That there, how's it? Little dot. Yay! Great to see that the UFO videos are still coming in with dots and blurredness. Yes, so can't see any way to filter that. Unless they have a keyword on the page, I suppose we could search. So there must be a way to get around that. Turn off ads, we have. Thank you very much for your kind donation. Telephone New Zealand, they were the good old days too, weren't they? So we've got some tags here. I wonder if we search on tags. I suppose you could say... Yeah, but the search never worked very well, did it? So let's go 22/06, which is June, and there were 072. See what comes up. Video. No. Yeah, we'll say video. Photo. And try that for a search. Is that going to work? I'll find a way around it. Searching. That should limit it to those keywords. 0. So no one said, oh, here's a video in the description. Photo. Okay, let's try something else. I don't want to click on that thing. I don't know what that does. Could make that situation worse. Anyone out there? No, doesn't look like it. I put myself out for you guys all the time. Ufology and you guys always come first over my sleeping and health. So 0 searches on the year number. Bit of a shame, really. Disappointing again. Okay, we'll search on video, photo. Does that work? That works. It's narrowed it down. Look. Well, I thought it did. Those ones have got crosses in. But I bet that's because they haven't added it to the database. 2020, you see. 2016 there, though. Video and photos. There's the two keywords. So it has to be in the description, but we got lots of year numbers all random, all over the place. 2020, then 2016. It's not sorted by any means, is it? Good. Does that work? If you click on the heading. We could search media. No, if it worked. No, it's not doing anything, is it? Not like a normal search thing on a website where you click the headings where you want it sorted by. So we could sort by photographs, you see. That would be a one way around it. So yeah, I don't know. It only gave us one result too, didn't it? Not many people put video or photograph in the description. In the heading, I guess, is it? Or is it description? Video, photos there. It has to be in that order too. See, that's how useless the search is. Let's click on that one. England. It's got tags photo there. I wonder if we can search on tags. Here we go. It didn't work. Photographed by NASA. Maybe they have got photographed. No. That's interesting. How about that one? Has that one got photographs? Did he say he photographed it? No. It's got a photo there though. So it did bring up the tags. So how's it working exactly? Anything or tag photo. So there should be lots of those, and we only got 7 pages in the whole database. Surely not. That looks like, oh no, still going. Crazy search. Okay, click on one of them. Well, it's a bit better, I guess, doing it that way. 22. Now if we can get it sorted by, shame it hasn't got a little thumbnail so we can see what crap is in it. But yes, wee bit something we could work with. We'll probably come back to it then. Okay, let's just pick up one of these ones from this year. They should have photographs added. Blank. Here we go. Back to the same old nonsense. Damn. Might be only this month that's working. Let's go back. Where did it disappear to? That wasn't the same page, was it? Oh, it's gone back to the front one again. See, that's the problem. Going back, it doesn't go back to your last page. It's really weird how it does that. That was on page 13. And now it goes back to 1. How stupid this site is. Overrides what you want to do. So, that means we're going to have to open it up in a new tab each time then. Yeah, how are you going to do that? There's no option for it. Next problem. There's no open in a tab. So back to that same old problem. Garbage coding. They've made it unfriendly. Must be a way around it though. Yeah, see, it's not unusual. It's all code, you see. That's what it highlights. It's not like a normal HTML page. That's why we haven't got open. What if we duplicate the page? Then click on it. Yeah, it's gone back again. Useless site. I really hate this site now. I've really stuffed it up. So you don't have to be a member to see some stuff. If I can get reckon. So how can we duplicate the page? Right click off that. View page source, that's it. Can't do it that way. Tags. It's got tag in the heading. Photo. Set after it. Create QR code. So yeah, we've got no page number, no variable or anything. Let's see what that does down there. Back forwards, reload. Again, it's done by code, does it? So you can't right click and say copy link. It's got no link, you see. It's like hover. So it goes up to 1,356 cases. In the whole database, it's got pictures. Okay, it's not really good, is it? Yeah, I can't see any way around open it and then going backwards. That's really annoying. Yeah, so I wonder if anyone else has got any ideas on that. There might be some add-on you can use to bypass it somehow. Pin to Chrome new tab. Could that be a way around it? That's an add-on, I think. Pin to new tab. Yeah. Seems to be wanting to add it to my bookmarks, so that didn't work. So the extension didn't work. Pin them all. Brave, what's that got? Block elements. Yeah, it's not really friendly site at all. Let's try to take control of everything with code, and doesn't allow us to refine how we want to work. Yeah, it beats me how I can get around that. Should be a view page. View page source. No, I just can't see any way around it. Reload forwards. Forward where? Alright. Back to the other tab, other thing we had. Anyway, that one's definitely got some pictures. So at least we've got something going again. Something we can work with anyway. Hey, Mr. Metal Gaming, still there for what you got? Abducted by aliens. Yeah, I'm still here. UFOn hasn't got rid of me yet. Yeah, just trying out, see how much UFOstalker has progressed. So what have we got out here? So yeah, we might be able to do some MUFON stuff again, but the usability for our show makes it really, really hard. As you can see, they're using lots of code, and we lose all the nice functionality of all the right click opening tabs, other windows. So as we go back, it always goes back to page 1. Instead of where we were looking through. So if I'm going to go through all these photographs, these are the ones that are meant to have photographs, even though lots of them still got missing photographs. Photographs, it says there in the hidden. Yet there is no photographs, obviously, so it's telling the truth on the database here. It kind of looks really suspicious, like the sensor and stuff, doesn't it? 2 photographs there, 5 here. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, this one we're looking at before. Now we're back to page 1 again. Yay, just what we wanted. 4 photographs there. What's the same? So, choose one of these ones at random. How many there? 5. Different location finally. I've got some ads snuck in there. Great. Again, regulars there's pictures. So it's not fully fixed, is it? It's like they got no quality assurance on, well, no one's actually checking the work done as a regular user of the database. You know, if this person was hired by me, they would have been sacked a long time ago, replaced by someone that knows what they're doing. But that's my MUFON for you, you know. I used to be an IT manager too. I used to have people I used to boss around, help us. That one's got a picture. And it looks like it's been mucked around with, because look at the size of it. So that's not going to be original. Although, why is it long there? Have they zoomed in? Got all cropped it at all. That's kind of weird, isn't it? So I just don't know what's going on here. It looks like the normal photograph that's been chopped. One, but it's not seeing it how that can be stretched like that without some cropping. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got the 4 trees in it, squashed it down. Must be expanding it. It's got the 4 trees there. Tapers off there. Looks like it's all there to me. So this one's, the preview here's got to be wrong then. They're forcing it to 6:9. Anyway, I'm not sure what meant to be seen in that one. Let's have a look. Right, there could be a little black dot there. That's about it. But why is it not center of the photograph? So that's either a bug or bird, isn't it? Nice, great blurriness there. Anyway, QR code on that. Yeah, so yeah, not sure if there's any hacks we can apply to this. So this is searching on tag photograph. Let's try tag video. Let's see if we get any video ones. Okay, a lot of crosses there. I've got one. Let's just check one above it first. Edinburgh. The Congress, Pentagon, and NASA is on UAP hype too. Pretty interesting. Don't know about whether it's interesting or not. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. Italians have many cases also, and Chile. Well, they're balloon capitals. They have so many festivals, so releasing so much crap in the air ends up on UFO channels. Yeah, there was no videos. Even though they come up with the video tag. All these would have to have video uploaded at some stage. See? Video. 0 videos. So it's still got a long way to go, UFOstalker. Oh look, we've got ads. At least we got ads. At least we're making some money. I think I must have disabled ads. And sort of tried to use other methods. Okay, we've got one here. Let's have a look. California, and that's the only one we saw earlier. Great. Okay. Managed to get ads coming up. Good on you. MUFON, you need those ads. But we don't. So if I'm going to click on it like that. A small object. That's all we get on UFO channels. Hey look, a video, another one. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh no, this one's not clickable. We're back to that again. Oh no. So we've got no filtering, we've got no regular commands we can use for opening different tabs. That's just disgusting, really horrible sight. Anyway, let's progress on and have a look around the web. I've got some bookmarks things here. What was that one? Alright, yeah. Okay, we'll just come back to those. Dun dun dun. So Twitter, is that working? Yep. I haven't logged in, and that add-on that forces us to log in all the time and exits is still working. Good. Like I said, we had a few updates that seemed to knock out things before the show. So what's new? I suppose we could work through here. So that's new. MUFON radio got suspended on Twitter for hate speech, pretty much telling someone to kill themselves or whatever. So that's kind of funny. But funny how YouTube, he's broken the rules so many times on YouTube that he's got away with it. He should have had like 100 community strikes by now. Yeah, but he says, oh, I didn't need Twitter, but you'll see that when we're doing searches, when we're checking to see how we're limited on YouTube, that Twitter actually isn't, and you can actually find a lot of stuff through Google searches that links to Twitter, then links to YouTube. So in a way, it's a way to get around censorship. But he's already started up another channel, actually. Let's have a look. See, he's got a channel that's already following me, so he's still worried about me. And sent some insults. MUFON says he don't need it, but he gets more of his content for his shows from Twitter, of course, doesn't he? He'll probably be talking about Twitter stuff today, you know. MUFON banned on Twitter, but what's this new account I saw? And here he is. You can't stay away. More tweets. The forgotten channel is still begging for friends. Haha. Hey, at least I'm not teaming up with fraud channels. Building up my subs and donators. I still do the same thing that I've done from day one when I started my channel. Just going through all the UFO stuff and finding the truth amongst all the fraud shit and fakes, of course. Unlike him, claiming that he's truthology. But this goes to show he can't stay away from me because this small channel makes a big impact. Look at what it did to security. It's made a big impact there, and still in all the searches. So I still get hits every day, right? So I might not have many subs, but I still get plenty of views. Yeah, even YouTube, even though it's crippled, it still gets like 50 to 100 views. You know, well, BitChute would get 100 views, and brand new YouTube would probably get 100 to 200 views, and Rumble doesn't get many views, but it gets lots of subs. As you can see, the subs keep going up every week on Rumble. So who knows, eventually maybe I should switch over to live streaming on Rumble instead and see how well it goes. Because YouTube is dead. YouTube has been taken over by the goofons. It's got the goofon crowd. As I was showing people on Discord. Can I actually get that? Let me just have a look. Still logged in? Good. If I go to my stats page, right, let's see, YouTube Studio, we can actually look at what's happening according to Google, even though this was suppressive. Oh look, I've got another sub already. That was 15 just before I started, you know, so it's going up and down all the time. And they tried to take away subs as I'm getting subs, you know, and it's really their loss, really. So yeah, we can go to my stats, because I'm pretty open about stuff. Whereabouts is it though? Right up here. It's meant to be for full screen, right? Yeah, what was that money thing? So I put up that one. I don't get much money from it. I'd like to see Tyler's one. So yeah, there's something about new gifts on side chat. Supers. Okay, so I don't think I got too many supers. Yeah, here's the donations that we're seeing come in last week and week before and all that. You can see it's not much at all. Memberships. We got 2. And a massive $4.70 after Google taking out their 30% cut. So they're doing alright. Still out with me. Ugh. Jasper, and I haven't seen Bonzaroo. I thought he was Australia somewhere, was he? Can't remember now, but I thought he would have liked the last show because it was about Australians UFO sightings from someone. That's a Skywatcher. Overview. And now we can go to, see, there's not much there, is there? Supers. There's something about gifts or something. Not seeing that. Said click allow, but when I clicked allow, it didn't actually seem to do anything. I can't see anything here about gifts. Supers, unless it's going to be a new tab pop up here. Ads, not sure what's on that. Ad suitability. You have rated your videos accurately. That's about what it says there. Where's the stats? Here we go. Your channel has received 1,374 views in the last 28 days. That used to be on average about 4,000 to 5,000, so that's gradually going. And in the last 28 days, only $14 US, is it? Thank you very much for that. And -6 subs. How can anyone get so many subs leaving? Doesn't make any sense. No one gets like that. Watch time is pretty high though, considering how many views there are. And you can see it's pretty constant up and down. Let's see, revenue. Alright, you have to change it up here, don't you? Let's say lifetime. About 600, yeah. Estimated value. So in the lifetime of my channel in the last 6.5 years is $600. So that's about $100 a year, isn't it? So it's not terribly bad, but that's what you'd get if you were charging out hosting, right? It's $10 a month. So yeah, it's not going to buy any P1000 though, is it? Or a new laptop. So yeah, and you can see here how I started off really good, and I started off really bad, but once we got to meeting all those limits and thresholds, and Google releasing, giving us back money, because we were making a wee bit here on ads, and then we get none for all that time because they disabled it, right? They changed the rules on us, and then I got ads back, and suddenly people started helping out, and then they lost interest here. That's when UFOn attacked my channel, and it got less and less and less and less and less and less, and people went elsewhere. When people started leaving me over stupid stuff, you know, rumours and comments said, and where I couldn't defend myself, and now it started coming back alive again, and that's when Mike King come in there. He's got the highest peak there, and he started donating like crazy, and then he stopped, and that was Wesley and some others there at the end there. So yeah, I'd like to see all the other channels present their stats like this, but a lot of them don't even show it on Patreon, right? They hide how much they're earning, which is dishonest. Audience, yeah, that's what we're looking up for. So lifetime, what's that telling us? 25k. All that's missing data. Audience, why, I don't know. August 2020 they started collecting information, and if you go down here, should tell us the ages somewhere. Where is it? Watch time from all subscribers. So only 54% are from subscribers, and yet that's the lifetime of the channel. Half my viewership are random people that don't sub. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Here's the age group. Oh look, that's at least updated. Before it was saying 0% females. For the month, that is. I suppose that's true. Lifetime 7%, but I don't think it's that much now. I think it's a lot less. I think we lost females. And the age groups are really interesting here. Look at this. 25 to 34, only 22% of all my subs. I bet Tyler's are all in that group there. And some in there. And all that, the bottom three there are the ones that got most of the money to burn. And anyone that's over this age group here, 35 plus, got families and all sorts of other responsibilities, they've got less money to donate. So yeah, there you go. Most of my people are 35 plus or older. which I knew would be the case, because once you get some brains, common sense, right, comes with age. Just us, we all make the same mistakes, right, in life, and eventually we learn from the mistakes, not to be conned by people and all that sort of stuff. Hey Michael, how's it going? I wonder if you're going to show up. We're just talking about you, and one of the big donators. I was just showing my stats. Yeah, I like to see other people's stats like this, they wouldn't be that honest. What else is there? Revenue. Let's see, what does that give us? Mostly from super chats, super stickers, channel memberships. That's lifetime of the channel though. It looks a bit sad when you change it back to the last 3 months. Let's see, 90 days. So, last 3 months hasn't been terribly bad. Could be a lot worse. So that was that. About $50, 20, 40, 50, $58 for the last 3 months. Okay, what's the ad money there? Where's the ads? Oh, here we go. $15 for the last 3 months. There you go. That's how much ads don't really pay much, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So that would give me some money to buy BitChute memberships at least. So it's covering the BitChute membership just that I've got. Transaction, that would, oh there you go, $58, that's the super chats. And your YouTube premium, that's the people that buy that one to get rid of the ads. You make a bit more money off those subscriptions, I guess. And most of the ads are from... But anyway, yeah, so that related to Goofon's comment that my channel's dying. It's sort of not dead, but it's sort of hanging in there. So we do this, this year, let's see, it was year. It used to have option for a year, I think. Last 365 days. Okay, we can do it in a year. Okay, we can do it that way. Up and down. And it's breaking it into months here. February, $10. So this is including ad money. So most of this will be ad money at that stage, I guess. March was ad money. That was ad money. April, and then we got some super chats that boosted that $10 a month. Okay, and June's back down again. So what's getting there? And then it sort of died off again. July, 7 cents from ads. So yeah, they do give you lots of stuff to look over your channel. Let's see what the audience has been this year. Okay, so we knew at one stage overall was 7% females. It reckons we got 0% now. So that's not right, surely. Isn't Susan? We never see much of her much anymore. But surely she would be subbed, wouldn't she? I don't know. Maybe she isn't. Maybe she's just a random drop-in. Who else? There's a few females out there. I suppose it's less than 1%, so it rounds it down, maybe. So I might have 0.0 3% females and the rest are men. It's pretty sad, really. But look at the ages here. Anyone over 25 or up is only sub to me. Look, the rest of them all sub to security. Yeah. So yeah, it's good insights here anyway. It's not quite dead yet, but still making more money than BitChute. Still making more money than Rumble. Rumble have made 3 cents on it. So yeah, unless you get thousands of views, ads, and lots of ads, you're not going to make much money out of it. But obviously the fraud channels are making a fair bit of money out of all that. And Google loves them because they take 30% of super chats, of course. Anyway, getting back to going through Twitter over this comment here. So I was talking about that Goofon lost his Twitter account for abusing hate speech. And we got some of these ones to go through yet. Scott Brando, CGIs. Gabba, yeah, if you've not seen the last show, it was really good. I was talking about my hauntings, and then Gabba decided to join us, and we took 2 hours on his sightings and paranormal experiences. Seems to go hand in hand, I think. Busted. What was that one? Okay, so this is stuff we're going to talk about, I think. Where the lights were filmed. So yeah, we're going to have to go through all that. You might remember this one, third phase, while we're here. I suppose we might look at this one first. Remember that one typical UFO video where it's all out of focus? Well, this guy's found the sources to the original videos and pretty much solved it. You know, third phase, obviously. Oh, look, there's a new sub that come in. Oh no, that's always been there though, isn't it? Anyway, let's just play this. This is Paranormal Breakdown. He does some good debunks. Mostly he does Bigfoot. Does some UFO stuff and cryptids. I need to make something to eat quickly and starving. Good one. By all means do. Peanut butter sandwiches normally good for a quick snack. Okay, let's just play this and skim it.
Drew my attention to this short video posted on Facebook. Headline: Never seen anything like that my whole life. WTF is that? A link was provided so that we could all see the surprise ending. But as it turns out, the link takes us to a rap video. But I managed to grab it from YouTube.
Okay, you might remember this one, third
show
phase.
some rather peculiar thingy running with dogs, and it's enough to make you stop and wonder, or at least try to get a better look at it. These guys in the car do just that, and as we get to the end of the video, we can see it pretty clearly. This strange creature has drawn the attention of the news media. But as it turns out, this is a man named Philip Oliphant who lives in South Africa.
There you
He
go.
just does this for kicks.
You gotta blur it,
like
mate. You
all
gotta
the
blur
time.
it.
He is a true dog man. Not to be confused with another recent story and video, this time said to be from Round Rock, Texas. The video is extremely short.
What is that? Oh my gosh, please tell me you're getting this. Are you getting this? Yeah, I'm videotaping.
I'm gonna shit my pants. Oh my god!
For those who remember my videos from several years ago, you might recall seeing this one before. It was back in 2012 and was said to be a Russian Yeti bounding its way through the forest. Here is a portion of
Okay,
that
so
video.
what we have here
Lovely
is
videos.
bad quality video filmed somewhere in the Urals in Russia by a gentleman who calls it a Yeti. And considering how far away this thing is, it still looks pretty impressive the way this thing just seems to hop around. But the problem is that it
impressive how
is
blurry
pretty
the
far
images
away,
are.
and the quality of the video isn't really all that good.
Very
But
low
if we
bit
take a
rate.
closer look at the thing, it looks almost like a guy wearing a black sweater and maybe some dark gray pants and maybe some high boots or something.
So, someone
Like
took
Russians,
a short
really.
snippet of the Russian video, stuck in their own soundtrack, and claiming it as a new Bigfoot sighting. You can find this hoax on the Round Rocks Park and Recreation Facebook page. And thanks for watching.
So he managed to find the source of it, where they cropped it, of course.
Hoax on the Round Rocks Park and
Okay, so what's that there? So you can see they cropped out something there. So there you go. He's taking a snapshot instead of playing the video because he didn't want to get copyright claim. But there you go. Totally bunked. I think that one was on a few channels, wasn't it? Remember it. He's a good guy to sub to, but I do showcase some of his stuff from time to time. He's not quite as bad as Mick West. I think he does believe in Bigfoots because he had his own experience, but he debunks a lot of them. Parabreakdown. Must be like the 10th time I've promoted them. Okay, you're back. Yeah, any less pixels would be... yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Typical that you get on YouTube, though, isn't it? Even my grainy UFO footage years ago is better than that. You know, I was using a smartphone. But anyway, done with that one. At least we know what the dog creature was. Some crazy dude that likes to run around and play around with dogs. Okay, so we'll come back to UFO interest debunks, but we'll play a clip of it. So I guess some of these channels have put it out there. Probably Third Phase is my guess, so let's have a look at them first, I guess. We're doing catch-ups. Okay, there you go. So that's the one that we're going to talk about here. So, is that the next one? Yes, it is. That's where we last finished. Let's have a look at these turkeys. Is that loud enough? Terrible. Okay, I'm sure some of these are repeats. Is that what the pilot filmed, wasn't it? They're bringing back these guys, are they? See that? Look how low that is. Ooh, very scary UFO. I'm sure I've seen this already. Recycling crap, so it's hard to know because they don't tell you. Unless it's got 22 there, but I bet it's like 3 years old.
City.
Steady, filmed the wrong way, mate. Portrait, you never film it in portrait. Unless you can't get your hands free to rotate it, I suppose. But it looks like a balloon, doesn't it?
Has no fucking experience with Photoshop or whatever the fuck. You can examine this video how much you ever want. I don't fucking care. Like,
That's a funny way to talk, isn't it?
What the fuck is that? Like, look, there's a plane. There's a plane because we have an airport.
I'm not fluking this. You can check it if you want to, but I don't know anything about it. You know, who says that to a camera? Yeah, anyone can tell it's a balloon, Mike. Yeah, you're dead right. And it's just all stupid, isn't it?
Port here, like to the left, to the right of me. What is that?
Okay, we got no location, but obviously that's South America, isn't it? Somewhere like that.
What the fuck is that?
Mexico down
What?
that way. Mexico, Brazil, Argentina. Probably Mexico, I'd say. Is it? Does that look like Mexico in the images here? They have a lot of mountains with volcanoes in.
Making the noise.
It looks like there's some big land masses behind the city here.
I'm gonna land.
Now look, there's a plane talking about planes flying behind volcanoes.
There, but there's an airport there.
Overcast.
What the fuck? No, this is not a. Is it what?
And that's on third phase, so how come they're not editing out the F words?
Look at the shape though.
They're getting lazy, I think.
Oh my god.
That guy says more F words than UFO proof. It's not really doing much, is it? It's very calm there because he's out. Obviously, you can hear him on the balcony there. You can hear the road traffic. You can't hear any wind noises in the microphone. So obviously, it's not going to hang there.
If that's a UFO, like Medellin is a city full of cell phones and people like fucking photographing shit. So we fucking hear about it. Like, is the first.
So let's go to UFOinterest now. Add some reality check on it. Diamond-shaped UFO taken over Colombia. So at least he's put the location in the title, unlike the clickbait shit we get here. Massive broad daylight UFO over major city. 4K footage filmed in portrait. Great stuff. So it's not actually 4K anymore. It's actually because when you use K, it's normally the horizontal width, right? So whatever it's that is, so it'd be 3K instead of 4K, or 2K instead of 4K. And so they've gone away from 1080p, 720p, and went the other direction instead now for horizontal, because that's what people obviously think in their heads rather than vertically. So that's how that works. I've talked about it in the past, but it's got, you know, it always has music on. I'll just bring that up a bit. Anyway, it's got Brando. There we go. Same video, I think. Yeah, it's just got music on it. It's got rid of the guy talking F words. Kind of looks like a balloon. At least they've done some enhancements here. Yeah. It's a UFO without doing any sort of analysis on it. What those hokers don't know. Hang on. He needs to read it out really, but so it goes too quick. South American cities like Medellin are known for launching hot air balloons, what they call global iLamas. So they're not actually people carriers. They're like huge balloons, but they're hot air balloon, miniature hot air balloons, pretty much. That's what he's saying there. Not helium, of course. So they'll stay up as long as I guess it's got energy underneath burning. Then it'll gradually come down, I guess. Okay, can we see underneath? There's no people, I don't think. See, they've got a tether on that one, so that's why it doesn't move. There's another reason. Where's the heat source? Can't quite see it, can we? But it looks like there's something there, and there's no one in distance. Don't know why they would do that though. It doesn't make any sense to have that hovering around in the sky. What's that? Birds in the background? There you go. That looks more like a hot air balloon underneath, but it's got no people, I don't think. That must have some hot air producing though. That's getting closer to the ones we see in the pictures, isn't it? That one there. Here we go, that one. That's very similar to this crappy footage. So Scott's nailed this one. Yes, there's enough examples there, Scott. Jamie Masan is it from? No surprise, really, is it? So it's Mexico, Colombia. Okay. The guy filming should have known this though, come on. Is he a tourist from some remote country or something that doesn't keep an eye on what's happening in cities he's visited? I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. Normally you could look that up online, right, and find out what's local events happening in Mexico or Colombia, and it will tell you. Is it carrying on at the moment? Is it? Let's have a quick look. Events, festives, Colombia. Let's see what pops up. Columbia University events. Let's go to images. Oh, that's not images. That's maps. Where's images gone? It's normally there. Oh, right there. That doesn't look very good. Let's try events. Colombia. Oh, I can't even spell it. What do we got? Fine concert, festivals, fairs. There's a lot happening there for tourists, I guess. Water, music. That's a useless site then. What happened there? I changed it. Face-to-face portraits. Oh, did I click on something? Give us balloons, man. Events. Events and things to do. Let's have a look. It's just going to give us a list. Not really. Well, that's a thing to do. Run team scavenger hunts. Yeah, we go to Mexico to visit the whores. Colombia, South. Okay. Okay, let's try. Wasn't called balloons though, was it? Red, white, and wet pool party. Hot air balloons, anyway. MD balloon events. 4th of June. No July's there though. We got the wrong Colombia here. Colombia. Yeah, we got the wrong Colombia. Even though I spelled it wrong. Is that how you spell it? Because there's America, Colombia, isn't it? Colom. I think it's spelled wrong. We got the wrong one. Clum, you see. Okay, that could be the one. It's that could be what? Nothing's coming up. Colombia. We'll try spelling it right. New Way Festival. Village Festival. That's got balloons. Oh, whatever that is. Events in Colombia. Okay, this might be what we're looking at. Colombia. Festivals in Colombia. Yep. Let's have a look at that one. So what do we got listed here? They like their colours, don't they? Okay, there's a lot of reading and lots of pop-ups. So they've got lots of festivals happening. Flower Fair. Latin America Festival. Folk dance. Last thing I want is coffin fit. But it's trying to get me. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. He said, where was it called? Llamas or something? Llamas. I think he said it in the video, didn't he? At the beginning. Okay, I seem to pin it now. Further on. Let's see. Hoax promoters. Third phase. Jamie Nissan. What they call Global iLama. Global. Okay. I didn't see that in the event list. But we'll put it in. Let's see what comes up. If I spelled it wrong. Images. Here we go. Oh. Llamas. I think that's not how you spell it. Event of llamas. What have I done wrong now? What did Google do? Put 2 L's in front, so I must have it spelled right. No, still got it wrong. Come on, Paul, get the fingers going. Still come back with the same stuff. Okay, so it didn't like that one too much. I suppose because they're in Spanish, they're researching in English. That's always the problem. Oh, lots of balloons. And lots of crap going on there. Halloween blast. Violence. Lots of balloons. But yeah, why is it not coming up? What am I doing wrong? There we go. Well, there's another one that's not quite the same shape, but there you go. Okay, got some of them popping up now. Facebook. Not much come out. I suppose it's because it's in Spanish. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Get rid of events. Let's see if that comes up better. Yeah, they're all different shapes there. Definitely hot air balloons, so Colombia. But anyway, if we can search it, then this hoax channel should be able to do the same. So, you can see it's all in Spanish. That's probably why we're having trouble finding it. So I'll just post the link to that anyway. Balloons, hot air. I was just trying to see if the dates was there or not. Normally it's not that hard to find, but whenever I do it on live, generally ends up being a mess. Doesn't always kind of work out. Life debunk, so it is. Okay, let's just carry on with
First time in my
phase.
life that such a thing is happening to me, like a UFO sighting or whatever.
Shaped object. What the heck's going on, Brent? What's your thoughts here? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the way he's reporting as he's capturing this on film. This is amazing. What is it? It just stays stationary up in the clouds there, just hovering, and then he gets this close-up look at this thing.
You know, how many years they've been doing it. Oh, what's this thing? Oh, it's just floating. What if it's a balloon? No, we haven't even mentioned balloon yet, have we?
It's weird. We don't see any propulsion, no smoke coming off of it. Could this just be a simple balloon? Well, he's filming this thing. He doesn't know what it is, and I sure don't either. We weren't there.
Well, it's not a simple balloon. It's quite a big balloon, and it's hot air. So it's not a typical helium
on
balloon.
The ground seeing it in real time. So I'm going to take this guy's word for it, that he's thinking this is something unusual. Okay, there goes a plane down underneath it, kind of giving scale. I like the way he grabs that right there. So we're seeing a moving
It just proves that 2D images gives us false perspective. The plane's further away, but it looks the same size or blah blah blah.
Object, the airplane. Then he pans up, and we're seeing this kind of darker shadowed on the bottom, and kind of maybe silver, maybe metallic in nature. Is that what we're looking at? Something unknown indeed.
Okay, so this obviously happens every year. These guys would know that there's a balloon festival in Mexico of these types of balloons.
Absolutely. When we're looking at it to the comparison of the size of the aircraft, I'm guessing that this thing's at least 40 to 60 feet in length. Again, the eyewitness stated that it was just
so the balloon, the plane is actually slightly smaller than the balloon.
in the air, just hanging there for 15 minutes, not budging one single bit. So
these guys talk out of shit.
In regards to anchoring this thing down, whatever it is, it seems to have some kind of propulsion that's.
Well, we saw that it did have tethers in the close-ups, so whether that one's got a tether on it, I'd say it probably has, so they can just wind it back down.
Events where it remains stationary in the sky, not drifting along. Yeah, exactly, Blake. Looking at this thing, I like the way he's kind of panning back and forth. He pulls out, he gets close.
I think I can't listen to those guys anymore. Let's just keep on moving.
It's great to have you all out here at my humble abode.
It's good to have you
Up here in the Hollywood Hills.
She's someone that doesn't breathe through her nose like me.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure working with you guys. We got Brad Olson and Laura Eisenhower out here right now. We all just finished with Disclosure Fest. You guys, of course, just happened.
I don't like your accent at all. It seems like I understand what it's saying, of course, but I just don't. And it seems to me like a snobby type of accent she's got. Just don't like her at all.
See you guys.
Hi guys.
Laura.
Hey.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
How you
it's
doing?
really great to meet you. I'm good. How are you doing?
Brad. Hey.
Pleasure to meet you.
Good.
Yeah. So looks like we've got no more UFO stuff. Hoaxes meeting hoaxes, is it? Who are these guys anyway?
And anytime they're forcing a narrative as hard as they are and getting us to all pay attention.
Blah blah blah. Okay, talking heads.
I mean, for adults, it's like aliens are coming to like destroy the.
Yeah, I just hate false eyelashes too. It's just so false. Everything's false about this channel. Makeup. This and the guys look like females. It's only you. It's only you. Okay, this looks like the end of it anyway. Moving on. Next one. What other crap they're going to talk about? Okay, that was a fake, wasn't it? Recycling stuff again. That stupid movie. Was it Above Top Secret? I still yet to watch that and review it for people and get snapshots. Just to show you how bad it is.
If you think it's a legit UFO, if you think it's CGI, hey, we want it all. We want your opinions. That's what Third Phase of Moon's all about.
They want CGI, guys. Keep sending it to them. Okay, this might be the one they're talking about, these red lights off the coast of San Diego.
Captured by multiple eyewitnesses. Here's one shot. I'm sure you've heard of it. What was happening on the coast of San Diego, close to Baja, Mexico. But look at this stuff.
Okay, so we know flares are red, often seen off the coast of California, San Diego. Military exercises happen all the time out there, plus Coast Guard, of course. That use illumination flares to light up the drug runner boats. But yeah, so we're going to look for what's the classic signatures: flashing, smoke. If it's not too far away, you won't see it. And they last 5-minute burn time. So how long does the video go for? Blah blah blah.
Multiple camera angles of of these strange lights that we are
Alright, so
trying
we
to
can
find
see
out.
straight away it's blinkering like a Christmas tree, which means it's burning.
Exactly what they are. It's interesting to note that, again, people
Okay, you can see there's a haziness around it, so obviously it's smoke coming off them, right?
in this region seem to be mystified about what they're looking at. It seems something unusual and not random.
Okay, we just saw a plane far away there with the collision avoidance light blinking red, as well as the wingtip lights.
Or not something mundane. This is something that
something is mundane.
Is out of the ordinary of what we're looking at. Again,
okay, so this is typical of flares being dropped and then being lit up.
Multiple lights light up, and what we're hearing...
And we can't see the fighter jet, obviously. But it looks like it's going this way.
From
this way. If I can get the pointer. It's going this way, obviously. So it's going to be probably smaller than the size of those lights there. It's probably got military planes, so it's got the lights
military.
off.
They're denying any kind of activity.
Okay, so they're denying activity. I reckon that's not true.
They're saying it's not theirs. Let's put it that way. The police...
Could be Coast Guard.
We contacted the police in San Diego. They said they have no idea what it was either because, again, the military's confirming that it's not them, and the...
I see we can do a search on it. Red lights. San Diego. Coast. Okay, we'll just do that and then use tools. This last, is it week now? Mystery light spotted off San Diego coast. 10 news. Let's have a quick look. So they did this research today. Let's see what these guys are saying. Scratching their heads. Video photographs on Twitter. Glowing lights over the ocean. You know, anyone can see there are flares. Come on. They should be used to that now. It happens every year. Same old crap. Some social media users reported seeing the lights over Mission Beach. There you go. At least we got some details here. Hey, drones practicing for the 4th of July show. No. Military exercise. So there's mainstream media, clueless. Also as bad as third phase on the moon. Maybe not as bad, at least they got some details. People also search for mystery lights, CBS, same copy and paste reporting probably. Let's have a look. According to SDPD, lifeguards say... what's going on here? They were military flares. So, second search there. When was that posted? Let's see, published 28th of June. So, how many days ago was that now? 6 days ago, just within the week. Okay, and when was the video put up? Where's the date? Way after the search term. Okay, so what's that? 3 days after, 2 days after? And they couldn't find that information like we just did. So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? So you can play the video clip here, probably.
Right, well, tonight the mystery remains unsolved. What exactly were those strange lights seen off the coast by a number of CBS 8 viewers?
Yeah, our Jenny Day is looking into it. She's live in the newsroom with what she's found out. Jenny?
Useless people.
Yeah, so far tonight, no reported sightings.
Same video as what they're playing, is it? Kind of looks like the same location, same video.
But people are still talking about what they saw last night. The UFOs, military flares, whatever they were, remain unconfirmed. The best answer yet is that it was...
Okay, so it's unconfirmed, but obviously military flares. Any updates to it? Could see them again by the ocean. So these are people's comments, right? Is there any updates? They're certainly adding lots of other links there, aren't they? Okay, so that's no good. So that was when it first started, that it was saying military flares. Source of lights identified. So let's see when that was published. 5 days ago. So that was a day after. Okay. And 5 days ago makes it the 29th, is it? So still a good day before Third Phase did their article on it. Flashing lights. Okay, let's see. Who identified it? The Coast Guard. The US Coast Guard said the lights were flares fired from a ship off the coast of San Diego. So they got their handheld flares that fly up and open up parachutes, and then they start coming down, right? So, yeah, so it was a boat on the ocean going along, firing up flares, not a jet this time, dropping them. There's the answer, guys. Didn't take too much research there. I've just proven you liars again. Third Phase. Actually, yeah, 29th, there you go. June 29th. Busted. I bet Scott Brando did the search just like I did and got the answers.
The police says maybe it was something in regards to maybe a 4th of July drone test, and maybe that's what it was. But again, there was no permits or nothing that was obtained by any kind of...
These guys make me sick. They really do. Anything for clickbait, money making. The usual 30,000 watchers, still, you know, still a few $100 in their pocket.
Chime in and give us your thoughts on these videos tonight. We'd appreciate it. Again, we're broadcasting from the coast of California. We're having our eyes on the skies right now. Right, you want to get over here and show the location.
Exciting.
Hopefully, we could see the phenomenon ourselves. But right now, we're on the coast. Brent's going to tilt the camera as we do this, and there's the coast out there.
Did you see that? You remember that one I told you what they were hoaxing? Look what they got around the balcony there. Glass panels. Have a look.
Phenomenon ourselves, but right now we're on the coast.
I don't know if it's the same location they were at before.
Brent's going to tilt the camera as we do this.
Look at this. Glass panels. Where you get house reflection lights. It is the same house, isn't it?
And
look, you can see the glass panels.
There's...
Look, glass panels.
There's the coast out there.
You can see, oh look, it goes right up too, doesn't it? You can see it's in, that's how they faked their thing, UFOs over LA, and then deleted it.
There.
So I knew eventually they would give us enough daylight footage, eventually to hang themselves later. So that just adds to my proof that's what they had. They had this tinted glass That's why it was really hard to pick up in nighttime.
Hopefully we could capture the phenomenon. That's what we're trying to do. But that's right. Let's bring in a dark
it's
hour.
good. Watch that. You can actually see the edge of the glass. Like I looked up in the video. Looks like the same or the same location. They're up in the hill, are they?
Michael.
It's got the same trees. If you remember right, if you go back to my video, it's got me excited now that we got now some visual evidence of the similar houses how they're doing glass panels. That chops out the cold wind they get off the coast there. What's all this crap coming up here? What does that come up? Okay. So if we go to videos, find liar thumbnail. I had some snapshots where I put it through filters, and sure enough we could see the edge of glass, just like in that video we just saw in daytime. Even then it was hard to see, so at night time it would make it really hard. It's good when my analysis starts falling together, and later on we get some extra information that comes in that proves it. Where's the liar stuff? You know, I've done so much since that last hoax. And update a year later. Here we go. Let's go to the fake UFOs over LA. Okay, that was the search and rescue one. And here's the lighthouses, lights in the house, I think. And these are the various snaps we managed to get. Right, so you can see here they're getting a reflection of the house lights even now off a iPad. And they're filming the lights here off the glass. You can see, which I'll do some analysis. And you can see even the same trees next to the balcony. Looks exactly what we're looking at now, doesn't it? Like the flares, but it's not flares, this one. This one's the house lights. Here you go, you got the trees, and you can see more reflections of the house lights going around this time. But you can see those type of trees next to the balcony. I think it's the same location they're at now. There you go. Me amplifying it. There's that tree. And you can start to see like an edge of a glass panel coming up. Oh, I thought it was there. It was actually there. Hang on, let me just have a look. Oh yeah, there. That's fairly obvious. Just go through that one again. They haven't hoaxed in the last 5 years. Bullshit. This was 2018, I think it was. There you go, look, there's the edge of the glass that we just saw in the video here. Just go back a wee bit, just before they filmed.
Oh, and let's get his thoughts. Michael, how you doing today? Thanks for being here, man.
Hey, my pleasure, Blake and Brent.
Oh, how come I've skimmed there? I don't want to hear from stupid Michael. Looks like the same location that other people are filming from too. Oh look, that looks like the edge of the thing there.
Cobra says, I saw them. Oh, cool. We're live again. If you guys want to chime in and give us your thoughts on these videos tonight, we'd appreciate it. Again, we're broadcasting from the coast of California. We're having our eyes on the skies right now. Right, you want to get over here and show the location?
Yeah, show us
Hopefully,
how you fake the LA one.
The phenomenon ourselves, but right now we're on the coast. Brent's going to tilt the camera as we do this.
There you go. There's the post. There's those trees.
And
and here's the glass panels.
There's the coast.
And you can see it goes all up the edge there. Right, that's what we're filming. Goes up quite high. Here it's got low one, I think. It's got a high one here and a lower one here.
Coast out there.
Straight to the coast. So that's what we're getting in here. And I bet that's the lower one over this direction. Got it. Reflections, yes. And this is the top of the glass. I'm so good. I am really good at this sort of stuff. I nailed these guys, and now we got the actual daytime footage. Great.
Hopefully we could capture the phenomenon. That's what we're trying to do. But that's right. Let's bring in Dark Hour Paranormal. Michael's joining us from his show, and let's get his thoughts. Michael, how you doing today? Thanks for being here, man.
Hey, my pleasure.
Well, are they, Michael? Are they fleas? Come on.
Blake and Brent, it's fantastic to be here, and good evening, everyone.
Absolutely. Let's bring this in. So look at this, Mike.
You didn't say anything.
Cool. Do you think these are just random flares? People are dismissing it as flares. I'm kind of on that side. I'm leaning towards.
Yeah, just get on Google like I did, because it was reported the day before that you put this video
flares.
up.
But again, the military's denying any of this stuff.
No, they're not.
Had anything to do with it. Your thoughts?
Coast Guard is not.
Well, it's curious because you've already talked to the military, you've talked to other authority figures, and none of them have said that they've had action in this or have given out any sort of permit for this to be the case. Now, if it was some sort of 4th of July drone display, I find it very interesting that there are only 4, 5, 6 of these lights in the sky. Exactly what kind of display would this be? Usually when you have that type of affect, it's much larger, and of course this is in way of whatever they're trying to present graphically.
Yeah, but what do you think it is what he asked.
That's why there's so many more in the sky. Could this be drones? Certainly, but again, it seems anomalous as to why it's there now, and again, nothing was issued in way of permission. We know that the airspace is very tightly guarded when it comes to certain unidentified flying objects, whether it be something we're putting up into the sky personally within the public that isn't initially known about, or if it's something
I said in the first few seconds it was
more along the lines of military. Again, this is tightly regarded space and is monitored quite readily. So, my first thought looking at this configuration, you saw the 3 lights there, and of course our mind races to something familiar like the TR-3B. Certainly I don't think this is the case moving forward. We're seeing the appearance right now.
So his first thought was a TR-3B. Come on, that's just bullshit.
Of all these other lights there, and they sort of tend to come into existence, and this does have the characteristic of a flare, but again, if nobody's
finally
up to that sort of thing and they're very stationary, I can tell you one thing right now: it doesn't seem to be any type of firework I've ever seen.
Yeah, the flares that you get on typical boats. Get out more, Michael. Get on boats. And of course, someone's giving them £10 for that bullshit.
Military exercise, I wouldn't put it past.
Is that an honest person, or is that someone that's been paid to donate? Guys, you are awesome! It's very sad. This is why ufology will never ever be taken seriously.
But Gary Underwood with the $10 super chat, appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
On to the next one. Okay, what are we looking at? Could it be a solar tube balloon? Let's keep on going. Sort of got a bend in it. Got a bit of a bend.
It's a quick shot, but again, what's your thoughts on your first impression? Some people
solar
might
tube balloon? Come on.
My first thought is this looks to be too large to be any sort of conventional blimp, and the shape itself is certainly reminiscent of what we've seen in way of this specific unidentified object in the sky.
There's no way you can tell how big that is from that video.
This type of shape has been popping up for years now, and again, there are some consistencies that we certainly observe.
This audio is all crackly.
Way of whatever that architecture is. My second thought was, is this actually stationary or is it moving very slowly? Now, because the camera shake is what it is, it's a little difficult to tell, but if I were to just take a guess, I say that this object might be moving incredibly slow, upwards of 3, 4, 5 miles an hour at most. But again, maybe that's something atmospheric. Could this be a balloon? Again, I don't see any tethers here, no strings attached, even though it remains at the same altitude, appearingly. Again, I don't think that it is. This thing...
So obvious, come on. So we'll just keep on repeating this sort of stuff. Says we've got one person watching though. Solar tube balloon. They do anything now to pad it out. Let's played this video so many times, right? This is what happens. You can buy them from China, or you can make it out of own shopping bags or plastic bags. And don't even have to be black, but black obviously absorbs the sun a bit better. There you go, he's bought it from AliExpress, by the looks of it. Rolling it out. Trying to puff it up with wind. Just let it sit on the ground till it heats up and it starts lifting off. Good stuff, man. And do they keep filming it for ages? Obviously you can see it's got a bend in it. Okay, it's got horrible music on it. And it doesn't move very fast, and looks like it's going to straighten out a bit. There you go. Perfect. Doesn't look like it's moving very fast. No, Michael. No, it doesn't, does it?
Thing is a very large object that we have in front of us, and again, reminiscent of the same exact shape that we've seen many times before, Blake.
You're exactly right, Michael, because the fact of the cigar shape in itself has been reported for over 100 years now. The military has been in close contact with the cigar shape phenomenon. That I think is Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1958. They witnessed this massive craft.
But we haven't seen any real evidence of the cigar UFOs, apart from them being balloons, blimps and solar tube balloons. Does anyone say it in the side chats at all? They're not even listening to them, but it's what.
Again, we don't see that when we're looking at the video.
Oh, someone donated, is that the same guy? Another £10. That guy's got money to burn.
And I have to tell you that I like videos that are shot while, the subject is in frame, but the camera...
Looks more like a solar tube now, doesn't it? Okay, let's just keep on going. 100% solar tube balloon. Look, we just filmed. So for that one's a wee bit shorter. So it's got less bend in it.
Or some sort of hypothesis, which is basically how...
They can talk dribble until the cows come home. Saying red flares before the sun sets, is it? You can see them filming through glass then, is it? I don't know, is that them filming it or what? Or someone else with these glass balconies? Looks like something there. Yeah, just keep on going.
Through a cloud layer, and then
with the video, but
so the whole thing's about these red flares, right? It's just ridiculous. And that's it. All the people sending in hundreds of videos for them, and that's it, right? The biggest UFO channel, and that's the crap that they put up. Unbelievable. So, have they got any videos from hundreds of people sending their videos on the next one? Clickbait title. They're more bold than ever. Flying saucer UFO videos. Just in. Okay, here we go, guys.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special for you on location. We're doing it live, and we've got a few UFO videos we want to share with you. It's pretty interesting being out here just right next to the Pacific coast along the California border, close to the Hearst Castle. It's interesting. We've been meeting with the people over here.
It's depressing. Okay, back to that one again.
Gente, o que é isso?
Isn't that Colombia one again? It is, isn't it? Or a different angle. Just another video from the same location as before.
Drone desse tá.
Colombia.
Good.
Good.
I've been watching y'all for a long time. Y'all videos are amazing.
All right. Appreciate it. Any thoughts on what we're looking at here? Again, this was captured in Brazil just a couple days ago.
So that's the type of fans that watch him. He's been watching him for a long time, and that's why they're none the wiser.
A lot of people think that we put up CGI videos. Do you think this is CGI?
You do, Blake. You've been putting up lots of CGI. Also fake stuff. With lights and reflections. And you're certainly a balloon channel.
No, I look like
I don't know what this is.
like a seed, like a sesame seed.
A what?
Hey,
You think this is sesame seed?
So
Get back to the pot, man. Okay, let's move on. And that's it. Is it?
Air balloon, due to the fact that, hot air balloons will have those little, unless it's those human hot air balloons that you have.
There's no one of those balloons, guys. That one's broken off the tip of that also.
I don't see that here.
Yeah, we don't see it.
I would say maybe a weather balloon?
Maybe a weather balloon that...
The festival balloon. Listen to the Out There channel, you get the answers then.
I like this one a lot because it continues to roll. It's not a quick video, and he does a really good job documenting the whole event here.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it a festive balloon or what? I can't keep it really still, and I can't seem to stabilize it or zoom in.
Well, did you notice that right at the very end? DTV, it kind of had the exact same kind of anomaly of it, but this time it was up on top of it, the white.
Okay, it's not really the best videos, is it? Okay, it does look like one of those festive balloons, but it's losing some of the heat, isn't it? So it's going a bit flat.
Here. Remember?
Yeah, it's losing its heat, so
the
it's
last
coming
time
back
you're
down,
saying that
isn't
there's
it?
this white sheen underneath. Look, it's right on top at this point.
It's going down. That's a balloon. One of it's a really big one though, that one. Keep on going. So it's all the same, red lights and balloons.
Liftoff.
And rocket launches. Okay. So where did we get to? Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. Heck, it's got no red line underneath. Just to reload that, make sure. Yeah, now it has. Okay, and this one, not more red lights and balloons, probably some other garbage, is it? Whistleblower, so probably some interview. Just skim. And it's Michael Schratt with his stories from his collection.
Right here at Third Phase Moon Soap.
And it's all Michael with his drawings. Kind of looks like a blimp. Looks like one of those military blimps too, where they put radar dishes on it and cameras. Keep an eye on the border.
When talking about
cylinder
this
craft
from 1972 time frame.
They've been talking about it.
So what is it? Cylinder craft, is it? Oh no, underground tunnels. A train underground. Tunnel train plan developed. New York in half an hour. So that would be levitation trains. I guess it never happened. So that's where he got a lot of his stuff from. He just went through old newspapers, and then someone gave him a collection before when someone died, wasn't it? So now he's got a website where he's drawing pictures of all different cases he's got. I don't like the guy, and I don't trust him, especially since he's promoting himself on Third Phase. Alright, so that's it. Third Phase is done. So let's go to UFOinterest. He's bound to debunk the red lights as well. So let's go through. And he's put up some other stuff here. What's it say? Reddit have exposed the real content of that picture. Okay, UFO model. There you go. Costa Rica. There's the fake, and here's the original. Performed during the Olympic Games. Yeah, I remember seeing that. 1984. Long time ago now. A new fake video by CGI artist. Okay. Oh, that's the moon one. Yeah, wasn't that security team one put that up as well? Third Phase did as well. Oh, there we are, they did that one. So we're looking for the red lights now. Yeah. This is where Greg got his ideas from. Talk with space beings. Already exposed by YouTube video. I wanted to redo that one last time. Straight, don't be fooled by the grifter. That's Blake Cousins, was it? This is live feed. Yeah, we looked at it last time. Oh. Okay, want the red lights. Anything? Last night? Nope. Oh, here we go. Old video, and of course it has nothing to do with the San Diego. Okay, it's not yet. Okay, he's talking about NASA feed. Okay, that one's solved. Oh, he found the original. Well, as exposed in my thread, Twitter, the orange lights were actually red, I thought, which were reported downtown San Diego, and now says were in fact flares being used for military exercise. So he found the same article. Lifeguards notified by SDPD. Mystery solved. Bridget News. We found it via Google search, of course. NBC 7. And here's got some other images. Here's an interesting picture shared by a witness from San Diego, who also shared other pictures and video. You can see the typical smoke trails. And there we go. That's what happens when you get closer to it. And there's the pattern that they were seen on the video. I think it's debunked. Okay, and what's this one? Here's a closer look at the time lapse from the tweets. As you can see, they are just military flares. Well, search and rescue flares, actually, weren't they? But another update. Military flares mistaken for UFOs. Says they were told by lifeguards. So, Blake Cousins, that was the 28th that was posted. There you go, and that's the day before the news even got it. By lifeguards that by military personnel are performing training exercise over the coast. The military have yet to comment on the occurrence. Told by lifeguards the military are performing training. Didn't say that in the news article though, did it? What did it say again? SDPD. We're told by lifeguards those military performing training exercise over the coast. Fox believe that mystery lights in the skies were for military fleets. Blah blah blah. Okay.
Okay, we're back. There's now 5.
Same video.
We are totally, Ryan and I are absolutely free.
So what's all the fuss, guys, about? This is the best thing we get in ufology. It's really sad. So that's all that's been mentioned, balloons and the red lights in last week or so. So I really haven't missed much because I haven't been following it. My head's down on other projects at the moment. So we probably would have been better to go through all the MUFON stuff. MUFON a lot better. And you're going to sit down. I thought you were sitting down already, eating your dinner. Yeah, so this is a life debunk. So, you know, this is me going through the week's news. So this is the sort of process I'd go through on my own and then just do a 5-minute, 10-minute video if I was going to do it that way, you know. But you spend hours looking at this stuff and then you just do what he does. UFOinterest, just put up a couple-minute video with all the facts that you found and end the story. Who else? We need to look at Nocturnal News. I don't think they've got anything new, have they? That we need to look over. Looks like he has put up something. Saw a big scam, the truth about UFOs. When was that put up? 1 day ago. Yeah, let's just have a quick skim of it. Fair use. Yeah, it's got loud music on it. Plagued by drama queens and get-rich-quick schemes. Grifters, hustlers, beggars. Here's a kettle calling the pot black, though. This is all rocks and monoliths on the moon and Mars. NASA footage, right? Ice particles that turn at right angles. It can't happen, but it does. I'm afraid it does. Space is like that, and solar winds and all that. Radiation.
Crazy UFO world on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, even in documentaries. So let me start with this. If you are a UFO content creator, if you run a YouTube channel, UFO related, just because you get in front of a camera and babble about nothing for 2 hours on a live stream every other night, you know, that doesn't mean you're somehow entitled to other people's money.
Please give me fucking money. I wish I could, but I'm so poor. But thank you for streaming for us, even though some of us are poor bums. What happened to all my pay pigs? What happened to all my pay pigs?
What's that? Where's my money?
Pay pig drought right now. What the fuck?
Thing to move the topic forward. It's just another grift, another hustle. Okay, so I don't quite understand the concept some people have on YouTube. And when I say some people, I mean these content creators. Some random UFO channel buys a camera and a $75 microphone from Amazon, babbles about nothing for 2 hours a night, and then acts like...
Hey, I started with a $2 microphone on a cable. But at least my content, if you go way back, was always exposing the truth.
Oh, they'll money.
And I wasn't demanding money back then either, because we couldn't even get it back then on YouTube.
So being like, I'm broke, I can't afford to sub, that doesn't
Yeah, you gotta show a bit of flesh, you get some donations then.
What you mean to say is, I'm so irresponsible with my money, I can't support the entertainment that I enjoy.
Right? I babbled into a microphone, now you owe me money. And that's basically the mentality of a UFO live streamer.
Maybe $10. And it doesn't matter how broke you are, it's just fun to watch.
I'm sure lots of guys would be donating to here though.
What they don't understand, it also requires knowledge, talent, honesty, skill, people skills, likability. And here's the thing, even if you can put all that into one neat little package, you might have a chance at making a few dollars on YouTube. I mean, if
YouTube is a sucky place though.
If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. So I don't understand why so many...
So how's GoFund get so many donations? Doesn't make any sense. $100, $50, $20. These guys are begging for $10, $5. Go get a job.
People think they can just yap into a microphone and make money on YouTube. In fact, okay, this is perfect timing. As I'm making this video right now, there is a UFO YouTuber literally begging for money on YouTube. And he says if you don't give him money, he's going to quit. Okay, and this is the current state of the UFO community. So look, let's move on.
It's nothing about begging or quitting. This is just a matter of you can keep financing it. That's all. Even GoFund says it all the time. You're funding me. If you don't fund me, then I can't do this. Blah blah blah. You know, he says it pretty much every video. You can donate by PayPal. You know, I don't do that. I say the donations are good, that we can actually get better equipment and keep producing better show, but I fund it mostly myself. And if you want to help get there faster, you can donate. But it's not going to stop me making shows, but it might reduce the amount of time I can spend on it. So it might be, instead of 2 a week, it might be come down to 1 a month sort of thing by Christmas, you know, if I can't fund it.
All right, today I'm going to focus on just a small percentage of the overall problem with the UFO hoaxers, grifters, and con artists. It's become a very tribalistic, yes, that's correct, tribalistic community filled with opportunistic, greedy, corrupt people with one common goal in mind, and that is to get to your money.
Like, I get that people have financial issues, but like...
Well, Nocturnal News has been fairly correct so far, so it's one of his better videos.
I don't believe that half of my fucking viewership is all suffering from crippling financial issues while also having hours upon hours.
Sub, because they can make money when you sub, and that's the whole reason. People do this so when they go live, because it's easy access to your credit card, via super chat and your channels. Most of these big UFO channels are absolute garbage.
Why's he got UFOinterest though? He doesn't make any money from it. He certainly doesn't beg for money.
Garbage, okay, filled with CGI hoaxes or unverified UFO videos or just flat out fakes that wouldn't even make it to your local grocery store tabloid magazine. In fact, okay, this is a fact, some of the worst UFO footage in terms of, CGI or just fake.
Mind you, he's double standards, Nocturnal News. He's put up similar NASA videos, and they're fakes or ice particles.
At all costs, and they have such hardcore fans, they simply refuse to admit how bad these channels actually are.
You mean like your cousin security?
So again, most of the footage found on these bigger channels, they're either recycled fakes, blurry out of focus videos that really can't be verified or debunked one way or the other, or they simply claim, fair use. I mean, there's so many gimmicks and tricks that they do. I just don't understand why they get a free pass, because most of their content sucks, okay? I'm just being honest, okay? So look, let's move on to an even bigger problem in the UFO community in terms of these larger content UFO creators. They basically bribe, that is correct, B-R-I-B-E, pay off, bribe with money. They bribe and pay off smaller YouTube channels in order to publicly defend and support or promote them. I mean, it's based...
Which his cousin, Security Tyler, was doing exactly the same thing. And we know that Third Phase is paying goof on, so they're all on the take, all on the payroll.
You scratch my back, and I will scratch yours. That's the deal handed down by these larger UFO content creators. They've approached me. I've told them no, not doing it. And here's the thing. If you dare go against them, they send their little attack dogs to troll your channel or try...
Which Tyler did to Gabba Beast TV, who we had on last live show. When he called, go to Tyler if you like CGI videos, hoaxes, and fake interviews.
To intimidate you, from their mother's basement, or they literally go after my 75-year-old mother on Twitter. That happened, okay? Right? And as these vigilant keyboard warriors pluck away...
So he's been fairly spot on so far. Spend with each other's live chats. I don't do that.
Sphere.
I might say hello or make a few comments to something that was said, but certainly not promoting myself on other people's...
Okay, then beneath them, right, beneath that, this is the pecking order we're going down. Beneath that, you have moderators with hardcore supporters that will defend these guys like they're dating or something. It's insanity. And then, below that, okay, you have the minions that run around social media harassing people if you speak negatively about any of them.
That's
and
true
that's
too.
what they do, right? And then they have all the support of their fans. I mean, again, it's a tribalistic cult-like mentality. And below that level, you have smaller UFO channels begging for their attention because they're trying to climb that ladder to success and fame. I mean, so basically, it's just a chain.
Yeah, well, so you need subscribers, you need more people out there that can start spreading the truth against all this corruption. So yeah, that's why we need more people promoting my stuff. We need more people on the side chats,
Of con artists leeching off one another for subs, money, attention, or all of the above.
Mine's a means to being good, theirs is a means to being bad. There's a difference. You can't lump all channels with the same motives.
Someone please explain something to me. How is it these UFO content creators take a $5 t-shirt from Walmart, put a 99-cent logo on it, and now that same article of clothing is now somehow $35-40. I simply don't understand this guy.
Well, the Walmart ones are thinner and cheaper material to what you can buy, but some places are a bit dodgy, aren't they? So yeah, it's not quite the same quality. I got t-shirts that lasted years from the merchandise thing, and they're well worth the money. $4 t-shirts from Walmart, I don't think they last very long.
Guys, I'm reaching out to you for help. I don't understand it. Or a 99-cent coffee mug, slap a logo on it, and now it's like $15-20. So in closing, let me just say this. The worst of the worst in terms of pandering, e-begging, grifting can be found on Twitter. It is the absolute worst of the worst, okay? The buy me a coffee, here's my PayPal, here's this, here's that. Like I said, the UFO community has become just a means for people to make money. It's no longer about disclosure or getting to the truth. And I want to say, there are some really good UFO channels out there. I'm friends with all of them. But unfortunately, like I said, we've been infiltrated. We've been overtaken by con artists and scammers that, they don't care.
Yeah, so if he was like an honest channel like me, this video would make perfect sense. But yeah, he's not squeaky clean by any means. Anyway, that was interesting. It's one of his better videos, anyway. But you've got all this garbage that we've talked about previously. NASA and all that, and doorways on Mars, and Soho videos with lint, radiation damage to the sensor, radiation burst, fake videos, TR3B fakes. Yeah, he's got a whole mixed bag there, Egyptian stuff too. So he's not squeaky clean by any means. Hey, Mr. G, good that you joined us. Yeah, late to the party. Yeah, how long have we been going for? It feels like ages. Oh, 2.5 hours already. I didn't realise how fast the time is flying. Yeah, I was going to add on some of my ghost stuff and do some analysis live with it. See what we could see in the images, because it was really hard to see that orb. But I can always keep pushing that to a later date. The light hasn't come on for the last 2 days, so and the humidity's been a lot higher. So the temperature and the humidity doesn't seem to be a factor, as far as I can see. What would do turning on? It was like 17 degrees and 48% humidity the other day, and the light was solidly off. Yeah, that's what most people do, and they might not join me on live chats, but they do watch it. So if you add up all my views across all the sites I upload this video to after I finish, it would be in the order of 300 to 500 views. Compare that to Goofon, that's got 8,000 subs. He gets up to about 900 views on average, right? So it's not too bad, considering I'm a small channel that people like to pick on because I expose them. So yeah, just going through the week's news, and it's been really bad this week, hasn't it? There's no really any interesting videos whatsoever. But Nocturnal News did a fairly good video there, but he wasn't naming people. He was very careful of what he was saying there. Instead of calling out people like I do, add a name to it, Thank you for saying that. do good work, and the pay sucks. Yeah, but that's alright, you know. It's been a bit rough for me because, as you know, I'm below poverty line here, so it's not like all these other people that are doing YouTube channels are healthy and working, or could be working. A lot of them don't want to work. They like to have a nice following on YouTube that's paying their salary. Really, I'm just crowdfunding to get better equipment so I can keep presenting the show to you and doing more stuff, of course, and better cameras and adding in some real content. And that's been happening because I've been spending left and right on cameras and phones and that project for sky watching. And yeah, still a lot more to do there, you know. The weather's not been terribly good to actually roll out the camera out, but I might put it up, not maybe over roof height, but maybe at fence line height, and do some shows using it like that. Maybe it's a wee bit safer, it's less likely to get hit by wind, because then the fence in the house sort of shield it and I don't have to anchor it down so much. But yeah, time I add all the poles on, it could be way above the house, so I've actually got some extra pole lengths to screw on. And it gets a lot more heavier as you're lifting that thing up and trying to put it into the tripod. If I had other people that weren't sort of old around here that also stays up late to help me out, then probably about to do more night shows with the camera. But yeah, it is what it is. UFOman, let's have a quick look over his. I don't think he's been putting up much either, probably the same garbage balloons and but it doesn't look like he's been doing interviews, is he? Sailors, clips from TV news. Yep, TV news. Talked about Travis Taylor, we've already covered him. Eric Hector, so he's got all these guys coming on doing interviews. But still getting on about Travis Taylor. More people doing interviews. Oh yeah, that guy there. Don't hear much of him anymore. Unidentified S4, and he got caught doing what Nocturnal News was saying and all the others were saying today. How they can crop in a video and claim it as their own. Change the colours a wee bit and rotate it. Okay, so UFOman, nothing there. Apart from interviews, talking heads. Security, I don't think he's put up anything new for a while. But we'll have a look. No, we've covered him as well. What's going on with all these channels, eh? Content drying up, not sending hundreds of videos into them. So maybe we should go back to MUFON. Maybe another day. We're still trying to figure out how to search it better and whether I can get around that problem of the bad coding on that website. That's all the regulars, isn't it? We've sort of covered it. Third phase, apart from Goofon. Who cares much about him anymore? But yeah, let's see. Is he on live at the moment? With his little followers. Let's see, just reload that. Let's see. Warden ufology is crumbling. Yeah, because of people like him. We just talked about all day. It's crumbling because you let this happen. So he's blaming his fans?
tomorrow's another big day. But today's a big day.
So what's happening at the moment? It's 4th of July weekend, so that might be the lack of people around at the moment too. They're all stuffing themselves with turkey in America. Is it? What they do on 4th of July? Barbecues, is it mostly? It'd be summer, wouldn't it? What else is going on at the moment? It was UFO Day yesterday, was it? I didn't hear much about that though. UFO Day. What day does that fall on? 2nd of July, so when was that? A few days ago. Okay. In New Zealand anyway. Barbecues, yeah, barbecues. American barbecues, they wouldn't be throwing shrimps on the barbie, and they'd be throwing what? Big chunks of steak and sausages, is it? What else is happening today? It's pretty sad for ufology, really. There's not really much happening. Now this guy's blaming left, right, attacking people. Talking heads. Hey, look, first, let's see, 20 minutes in his first video.
Aimed at fighting the Trump cult and right-wing conspiracy.
Yeah, he's adding politics in. Keep on going. He's already got a donation because he mentioned Trump. $10, $20, $10.
Native, is that your first time super chat?
First time. See, he's talking about the people donating instead of just talking about the topic. And he's bashing Corbell again. How many times can you keep bashing Corbell? We know he's an idiot and believes his favourite channel was Tyler, so he believes in anything as
Eternal
well.
bullshit artist. Yeah, there you go.
UFOs, it's not a matter of belief. That's a data poor perspective.
No. I mean, yeah.
Oh.
So, going all through his show. So, where's all the UFO videos? Where's all the debunks and breakdowns?
Why? About what, Leland?
Well, about that this is a DARPA project, about that they know a lot more than we think they do. You've got congressmen who've been briefed by the Pentagon.
What's these two tall heads? Well, let's just go back. So, what else? China reveals massive project find Earth 2. Okay. I know they're going to create a big light in the sky. Like, I thought that's what the picture was, where it sort of lights up the city with sunlight, using mirrors and stuff. So it cuts down on their power consumption. What else? Anything there? He's not talking about the red lights. What happened to profit? Who cares? This is destroying ufology. Okay. He and third phase are destroying ufology.
Can before I do another 2 hours on somebody else's show.
Talking heads, frauds, working with frauds. Terrible. Okay, so let's just keep going. When does he start showing some UFO stuff? Third phase, is it? It's got to be the red lights.
Different, these things, these type of flares last 5 minutes on the second.
Hey, you must be watching me to learn the information. Okay, so red flares again. Back to the red flags. Flares, I mean.
Life happens. Shit happens. Get a life, dude, and your show is total garbage.
He said it.
Isn't his
Okay, what was that bit? Let's go back for a laugh.
stressed out a little bit lately? Thanks, Brett. Continuing supporter of GoofOn. Yeah, we'll talk about Jim Mars.
Jim Mars, Mr. Conspiracy guy, wasn't it? I never liked Jim Mars. He was a bit into JFK stuff, wasn't he? Conspiracy cover-ups. There's always going to be cover-ups. Anything to do with US government, there's always going to be cover-ups. Covering someone's asses, like Clinton's.
Here is what I wanted to show you.
Is it the connectors? I got a parcel here. Not sure what it is. What is it? I have to open it up. Can't see what it is. I need another camera head so I can show you opening a parcel. Let we have an unboxing video then. Because Mum's looking for an adapter for a cable. I just wonder if that was going to be it. Oh no. Something I'm mucking around with. Your connectors were meant to be here by 5th of July, so tomorrow maybe. No, this is not for you, Mum. Maybe the next post. Oh, okay. Better carry on with the show. Here's some connectors I got to test out with the SD cards. Allows you to convert, well, allows you to slide in micro SD thing and phones and stuff and stick in normal size SD cards. Where the phones only accept small ones, and you can just put a big one on it. Thought it might come in handy. I saw it online. I normally got all these types of connectors just in case I'm working on a project and I want to test out something. More garbage for the landfill. Yeah, might come out the bag. Anyway, where did we get to?
Look how familiar this looks, alright? It's upside down from the one I just showed. See, the 3 and the 2? Yeah, sure. That's going to happen if you have rows of lights and flares, but this is the San Diego.
Okay, still talking about SIG. Yeah, it's boring as hell, doesn't it? So what was he talking about? That insult.
Some pictures there. Those are all different ones I just showed you. Now, trust me, I know. Actually, I don't believe that. I believe you guys get a lot more with me than you do with any other show. Seriously, I'm not even joking around. I'm not trying to make myself out to be the king of everything, but I may be.
Bragging, ego.
I don't know it all, right? I don't know every technical thing in military shit, but I can tell you a lot of stuff. You know what? Not even going to say anymore.
He's a goof.
S, there we go. Look at this guy. Always a continuing supporter. Thank you so much, Brett S. $10. Hey, Richie, things have been wild.
So, yeah, pretty boring, isn't it, though? So he's like Mr. Ego.
Phil.
So, as I was saying, let's see how many views he's got. See, 900, so I was talking about that, but if you have a look at all my, not just subs, but the actual views, it's people that keep coming back and watching. They might not join the live shows, but the view counts are just going up all the time. How can I show you? Let's see. So I got brand new tube. which kicked off after a lot of sites got kicked off YouTube. So I think one of the persons started up this in UK. So I thought I'd give it a try because I thought it'd be, you know, a lot of these people would be watching security and conspiracy minds. Is it a .com or .uk? Alright, is that it? Yeah, there we go. Took a long time to load for some reason. See, it's all these conspiracies, you know, about medicine and COVID and all that. Yeah. So, what is my channel name? Well, I wonder if I can search it. I haven't actually tried this. The Out There channel. See if it comes up with my icon. And there's my videos. It worked. So, my early ones too, which I hardly got any views. 39 going up a wee bit there. But normally it's about 100 at the moment. 42. So you need to search it by the latest. Suppose you can go there, can't you? Travis Walton breakdown. Fire in the sky. You get a lot of haters on this one too. Alright, click on there, can't we? There we go, there's my channel. And it's currently 276, so it should say same down there. 276. And 121 views, right? That was the last video. So, you know, you just add it all up, and then you got the BitChute and Rumble. Let's see. BitChute, let's destroy that one. Out the channel. Okay, so that's the loading page there. These are all the top videos by the way down the side. Security exposed, his drunk DUI one, his Mr. Ken faked one, my other video exposing his leakers, one about UFOs coming in through space on, what was that site called? Not Mr. MBB, what was that one called? BP Earthwatch. I don't hear much of that one anymore, but security team did promote them. David Weir one seems to be very popular, so what's he been up to, you know? How many views has that got? 2,100. So you go up to the top one with the security. It's getting up there. 7,767. So that's how much influence security has. And we can see the all top, most of his about his faking. Bob Lazar is the next one. That's a lot of people interested in. 2,100 views ago. 2,000 views. Security confesses. UFO hoaxing. 1,500. You see, they're all the top videos. Some of all the better stuff doesn't even get noticed because everybody's interested in the idiot. But you can see the last video here is getting up to 100 already. 82, that'd probably be 100. day or so, probably hundreds, 80 something there, over 100 there. So yeah, if you add it together, that's almost 100 there, 100 on the last one, 200. YouTube is probably the lowest one. What have we got on that one? Two watching. 60. It's not really high at all, but still enough people keep an eye on me. So that's 260 for a channel that's meant to be dying. And then I haven't looked at Rumble and some of the other ones I put on. Rumble's the next big one. It's got lots of subs actually. Right, the BitChute one has overtaken YouTube actually. A long time ago. I should go back to it and just show you. Once that gets some live streaming on it, actually, why is it not coming up? BitChute. That's why. If you go back here, I think you can get access to About. Gives you all the stats of the channel. And you can see here it's way overtaken YouTube. 267, almost 268,000 views, right? That's pretty impressive for a small channel like mine. I've only got 100 less YouTube videos than YouTube because I've imported most across. Hey look, I just got another sub on BitChute. It had dropped down to 71, I thought, and now it's back to 72 again. So they come and go. If I start debunking Secure Team, I might lose a couple. If I debunk some of their favourites like Bob Lazar, I might lose a couple. But, you know, people just can't handle the truth. That's the problem. But, yeah, 268,000 views against... if you go to Social Blades, although it's not purely accurate, it's a few thousand out, I think. You can see, compared to BitChute, that's only 3 years old, and well, YouTube's coming up to 7 years old. They're doing a lot better. So I think once I get some maybe live streaming working on BitChute, once they finally implement it, then maybe I'll take off on the alt channel. I think there's a lot more adults on these other alt media ones, and all the kids are on YouTube. All that lower age group, less than 25, right? There we go, it comes up straight away. And just broken 2,100,000 views in 6+ years, right? So BitChute's way over this. It's on the way to 300,000 views. But it should be millions of views, really. I've always been suppressed on YouTube. I've not had big channels promote me. You'd think I'd get more mentions. So 73, you can see the stats are not too bad at the moment. Remember only at the start of the year that it'll get in values of 10, 15 views a day. From all my videos up here is 864, and that's shows you that I've got to be suppressed, right, by the lack of views coming in from random searches, because I cover lots of topics. Anyway, what we're looking at here, yeah, MUFON, wasn't it?
Filled with Dynagel could.
So, you know, he's up to over 8,100, and he's still only getting about 900 views. I think he's losing as many as he's gaining. So that's, if you put the number of likes over view counts, it's a lot lower percentage than the likes on mine. Because mine's like, what was it? Let's look at the last one, which is pretty low in likes, I think. Considering it was actually quite a good storytelling session, that one. So that's 50. 9 likes, so that's 10 over 50. What's 10 over 50? Quite a high percentage anyway. 10 over 50. 20%, right? Yeah, I should have known that. 20%. Why am I typing it in? And if you go to his, 128. Over 945. Is it 20%? Yeah, it's only half of what I'm getting in like ratios. So that's how you got to compare it, really, in ratios. So if you scaled up mine to 8,000, I would expect to try and keep that 20% or higher. What else? 900,000 over 8,000. Because he likes to keep on going about how much better he is, you know. Yeah, he made a comment on Twitter that I'm on dying channel. Oh, he's got. Oh no, that's right. What ratio is that? 11%. 11% of his subs watch. That's probably good. That's pretty average, I'd say. Let's see, add up mine. 50 over. Well, 50 is not the average though, but 50 over 2,000 is going to be really bad. Uh, 2%. He's got 11. So if I was getting 11, I'd probably be doing pretty good. So what happened to all these subs? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they watched my debunks, right, and they liked it, so they gave me a sub. But they never ticked on alerts. I think you can look that up in your stats too, but I think mine's like 4% or something have it turned on. So what's 4%? So it means that only half the people that got it turned on are showing up to watch my episodes. So it's all stats and stuff, and everybody's competing, and you got to remember he's got 8,000, so he's got YouTube helping him, because we've already proven that he's got more exposure than I have on searches. But yeah, he thinks he's doing so well, though. It's kind of funny, really. Should be doing a lot better than that. So now he's interviewing Underbelly, which I class as a fraud, because he's hanging around with all the other channels, talking heads, promoting himself. Hoaxers working together. Skinwalker, right? So he's basically copying what I do, wasn't he? Skinwalker Ranch, and I used to do the Bigfoot one. He doesn't do the Bigfoot one though. Surprised. Q&A. But anyway, you point out these guys, it's just promoting them really on my channel. But I'm saying stay away from them because they're bad news for you, for the real truth. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today, isn't it? Catch up on that one, apart from me doing MUFON and my own videos analysis. Pretty sad, really. It's just not much happening. Anyone that we've forgotten about? Anything we've forgotten about out there on the side chat? Anything that's sort of happening that I haven't heard about? Apart from going on Twitter and having a look at Mick West, maybe. See what he's up to. How do we get to Mick West from him? Should be easier than that, shouldn't it? Have to be logged in, really. But then I can't look at security. Mick West. There we go. It's just serious look. Okay, so what's he up to? He's got a pinned comment, so we go underneath the pinned comment. What the hell? Cycling across America. Yeah, so. What's that got to do with UFOs and conspiracies? Nothing. Okay, we've got UFO was probably here. Okay, what UFO are we talking about? Slope. Doesn't say what he's talking about. Do you know what he's talking about? I saw two cars probably 1,000 feet apart. So I filmed some lights today. I once saw a UFO land driving to LA. Oh, right, he's trying to debunk his own thing, is it? What's this? I know someone's posted here. I thought he's talking about his own sighting. So it's just a story. No images. See, this is how boring it is. What's this one? Walking in the air. Eh? Music radio. Skating, aren't they? Ice lake, is it? You can see the reflection. So, what's he talking about there? Optics. Fisherman seen majorly skims over the surface of the lake. Alright, he's doing comparison videos. Let's see. Let's have a watch this one. Being towed? No, he's in the water running across him. Okay. Perspective confusion. I'm not sure what's confusing about that video. Alright, here we go. He's obviously close to the beach, isn't he? Or the river. What was that? Salmon. That'd be illegal. Doesn't look like he's being towed along though, doesn't it? Because it's cropped off. Yeah, that's the way to catch the fish. 3D model, a skinwalker ranch, okay. Someone's modelled skinwalker ranch. Who spent the time doing that? Mick West. Maybe I could get an HD model. Okay, what's he trying to prove here? There's the plateau, is it? The Mesa. So where's that triangle bit? Okay, so what's the point of it? Car headlights. Right, he's talking about the lights above the ground on that mountain ridge. So this is why he's talking about car lights in the distance. Okay, what's this one? Mystery of illuminating hillsides. Skinwalker Ranch area seems to have been solved as a occasional lucky alignment of car headlights. Okay. We've got a video. Nope. Uncovering the mystery. So I guess it wasn't, what's his name? Travis Taylor. It'd be some other guy that sussed it out. I thought that'd be a video. But that's it. I'm not sure what they're looking at there though. Okay, what else we got? Nick West. He's a Trump hater. Like to fly giant homemade hot air balloons. Okay. So I wonder if that's where Scott Brando got his information from. Now he's bringing in politics. He's a lefty. He doesn't believe the left are corrupt. And more corrupt than any other person. I hate corrupt people. First parallax. Nobody thinks all, many, or even a few UFOs are swamp gas. That's sort of an old punchline, isn't it, nowadays? Most of we think of bloody balloons. Balloons and flares. Flares don't hang around in the sky for hours, obviously. What are they talking about here? But they do slowly descend on parachutes, then burn out after a minute or two, a maximum of 5 minutes, and the plane drops a new set about 15 or 30 seconds before the previous. So is this San Diego again? That thing slowly coming down. Is it? Pretty boring time lapse. When something looks like flares, acts like flares, is where flares have been seen before, and military and police say it's flares, then some people are still going to think it's an alien spaceship. The only thing that anonymous crewman said was world's changing. What's this about? So yeah, you can see there's not much happening daily. More stupid politics. Who cares about this woman? The 1000% Indian lady. Remember that? That was hilarious. Trump said, if you can prove that you're Indian, I'll give you the check for the percentage of Indian and add times it by 1,000 or something like that. So she turned out to be 1,000, 1 over 1,000. So he wrote 1 over 1,000, so he gave her a $1 check. That's hilarious. That's Trump's humor for you. Brazil hearing seems to be mostly old UFO enthusiasts discovering old cases. That was that special hearing that was going to happen, wasn't it? And Lou Elizondo was going to head there, was it? And traversing. It's also significant that the Pentagon UFO Task Force chief scientist says that there was nothing the UAP Task Force saw that exceeded what he has observed at Skinwalker Ranch. The SWR footage and data is not classified, nor is it particularly compelling. So the UAPTF has what? Task Force could only identify one of 144 UFO cases, but after re-releasing some data on the internet, they have doubled that to over 144, which the new one being some stars and a drone. You're welcome. Yeah, he doesn't like this guy much, does he? Some more cases solved. Yeah, I think he was probably got that information from Nick West. Anyway, not much happening there either, is it? Just the same old garbage. So yeah, it's time to wrap up for today, I guess. Like I said, see what happens in another week's time. But yeah, I will do more in a couple of days on that like ghost stuff, hopefully. Maybe a bit longer. Maybe I'll do get time to watch those UFO videos and take snapshots and do a review on them. I got plenty of projects on the go at the moment. So anyway, guys, hey Shogun, how's it going? I forgot to check, see what's going on the side. Yeah, there's not much really happening today. This is a live debunk research thing, and as you can see, it was just balloons and flares, and it's pretty damn boring out there. You know, the usual drama and hating on people. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. It's good that you joined us, at least a couple of you. At least Goofon could say, oh, he's only got 2 people watching. Hilarious. It doesn't matter how many people are watching, as long as people keep watching and keep learning. That's what matters. Good night. And any donations and all that, welcome, but not compulsory, of course. And we're just rounded off here. Ending. There we go. New Zealand flag and a few lines. Hopefully the next one's going to be a bit more interesting. If not, we're going to spend some time on looking over some MUFON stuff, hopefully. Maybe we can see some of the things popping up. Doesn't look really good though. And go and get some rest, guys, and stay safe on the roads. It's time for me now to have some lunch, actually.